The Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam is a flagship project of the Ethiopian people.
It's one of the best sites I have seen.
This dam will be a source of cooperation.
Ethiopia envisions generating up to 10,000 megawatts of electric power as part of its growth and transformation plan. The Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Hydropower Dam is expected to play a vital role in the nation's energy enhancement. The dam is situated on one of the transboundary rivers of Ethiopia called Abai, or the Blue Nile, which flows to Sudan and Egypt. Hence, the possible effect of the dam on the downstream countries had to be studied adequately. Ethiopia was keen to carry out a study and provide assurance of no harm being caused to the countries in question. The country took the initiative to set up a study group called the International Panel of Experts. The panel of experts was set up comprising professionals from Egypt, Sudan and Ethiopia and other international observers. After a year-long study, in 2013, the panel confirmed that the dam would not have any significant harm on the downstream countries. It also recommended that further studies be made on the dam, mainly on its hydrological model and transboundary environmental and socio-economic impact assessment. However, going to the second step according to the recommendation of the International Panel of Experts was not an easy task. Even if Sudan and Ethiopia accepted the finding of the panel, Egypt refused to express its stand on the report straight away. Following the change of government in Egypt, the country started showing interest in resolving differences through cooperation. Last June, the new Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi met with Ethiopian Prime Minister Haile Mariam Desalegn and Malabo Equatorial Guinea during the African Union Summit. In their discussions, the two leaders agreed on a range of issues, mainly to resume negotiations on the Renaissance Dam. Following the discussions held between the two leaders, a tripartite ministerial meeting was also held in Khartoum in August 2014 and has brought a new sense of cooperation among Egypt, Sudan and Ethiopia.
ከየአገሩ አራት ባለሙያዎች ተወጣጥተው ኮሚቴ እንዲቋቋም.
In our discussion, we have agreed to set up a tripartite national committee of 4 members from each country to follow up and conduct the studies recommended by the International Panel of Experts earlier. To do that, the committee should first formulate its binding working procedures.
Based on the agreement, Ethiopia hosted the first meeting of the committee from the 20th to the 21st of September 2014. The meeting aimed to formulate basic principles to materialize the committee's activity.
On this tripartite meeting, we will discuss on the main 3 issues. The first one is we will endorse the 4 committee established from each country. After that, we will also discuss and finalize the rules of procedures for this committee. And on the third place, we will discuss on the TOR for the study to be implemented in the future. And also we will verify this TOR and then finalize the TOR and the scope of work for the consultants to be on board to study the remaining 2 studies in future.
At the opening of the committee's meeting, the representatives of the 3 countries expressed their commitment to conduct the studies based on a spirit of cooperation.
The Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam is a flagship project of the Ethiopian people. The project has become a catalyst for cooperation between our 3 countries. The Ethiopian delegation is ready and committed to expedite the work of the TNC, and we are confident that we'll conclude our work successfully as outlined in the agenda of discussion.
We are representing three great nations, contribute a lot to the human civilization. Our people and the world expect from us a joint effort to reach the sweet point which represent our common interest. No one should leave empty-handed or loser. Cooperation, trust, and transparency should lead us to a new era of working together to achieve win-win, no harm situation. Let our symbol in the new era, together we can do. We will exert all possible effort to implement the recommendation of the IPOE on JER, including the additional study.
Let us work together with our clear objectives and with open minds. Let us make this project, the GERD, a catalyst for our integration and a foundation for the future trust and confidence among the countries.
During the meeting, the water affairs ministers of the three countries signed the implementation of the roadmap, which entails adherence to the terms of reference as well as the rules and procedures of the tripartite national committee. The agreement also includes details of requirements to hire an international consultant to conduct the hydrologic and environmental studies. At the end of the meeting, the water ministers of Egypt, Ethiopia and Sudan said they had witnessed the successful deliberation and accomplishment of the first meeting, which will help to strengthen trust and confidence among the three countries.
It is indeed a new phase of cooperation, goodwill, mutual understanding among the three countries. Let us prepare the ground for these studies to be conducted according to the agreed schedule with the highest possible quality.
Sudan, in fact, has been and will remain committed to the agenda of our development in the region. And Sudan has been and will remain strong believer in cooperation. And this is the only way possible that we live together, cooperate together, sort out all our challenges and difficulties to find our way forward for the nations of the region exceeding 200 million by today. So we will remain committed to the studies, we will respect the outcomes, and Sudan will reserve no effort that will indeed help and enhance the process of cooperation and have the studies being done in the shortest time possible in order for us to determine and design our next steps.
Ministers of the three countries, Egypt, Ethiopia, and Sudan, during the first meeting of the Technical National Committee, have witnessed the successful deliberation and accomplishment of the first meeting that will forge and strengthen trust and confidence among the three countries. We believe this is a good start and a step forward to discharge our responsibilities and the expectations of our people and the region.
The three countries have agreed to hold the tripartite committees meetings in rotation, and accordingly, the next meeting will be held in Cairo.
I want to seize this opportunity to invite my brothers, the two ministers, to convene the second meeting of the TNC in Cairo during the period 20 and 21 October 2014.
During the 3 days meeting, the water affairs ministers of the three countries also paid a visit to the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam.
What I see, fairly speaking, it's one of the best sites I have seen in terms of facilities, preparedness of the contractor, his arrangements on site, the level of technical know-how, the quality of work so far. It seems like a good project.
I feel that the contractor and do his best job. It is a positive message from Egypt to send his official people and the team to cooperate in this site and to see what is in the site and to understand the construction situation.
All in all, we believe it's a positive, useful dam for the three of our countries. And the studies we are going to conduct are going to precisely tell us what are the positive impacts, what are any negative impacts, if any, and how to mitigate.
I would like to say that Egypt sent a positive message to Ethiopian people that we are not against any development in Ethiopia, and the best regards to all Ethiopian people to raise their position and to say the electricity, okay, we are agreed to any generation of electricity without any harmful or without any effect on our water resources in downstream countries. So as His Excellency Ministry of Water and Irrigation and Electricity Ethiopia, he said win and win. Okay, you can generate electricity and does not affect any downstream countries.
The engineering issues that always raised by Egyptians, the Egyptian minister, with regard to engineering, he is satisfied. This time, I think some issues he raised for a long time got a clarification.
At this stage, the most important element for Ethiopia's diplomacy is that sane dialogue, understanding each other's points of views, and of course firmly and solidly reflecting on the cause of Ethiopia for its need to generate electricity from the Renaissance Dam. The Renaissance Dam does not harm neither Egypt nor the Sudan, but it is in the interest of the entire basin as well as these riparian countries. The very fact that the ministerial visit, the Minister of Water Resources and Irrigation of Egypt and the Minister of Irrigation and Electricity of the Sudan, who are both invited by our Minister, His Excellency Ato Alamayo Tegunu, are here present, is of a very important significance for us.
It is for the first time when water ministers of the three countries visited the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Hydropower Dam. They have visited the main construction site, the Saddle Dam, and most of all our construction quality control and monitoring laboratory. This shows that we have nothing to do behind the curtain.
In an exclusive interview with EBC, the Egyptian minister expressed his belief that the dam could be another means of cooperation.
I think this is one good step from Ethiopian side to allow Egyptian team to come and visit. I can say we now build a confidence between two sides. I think this dam will be can be a source of cooperation, not only to arrange water between three countries, but also it will be a start for other streams of cooperation, such as economic and agriculture and health and education. In Egypt, we are looking to this kind of cooperation. I can say it's a new page between two countries, Egypt and Ethiopia.
Launched in April 2011, over 37% of the construction of the dam has so far been finalized. The Grand Renaissance Dam, which is the largest in Africa and the 8th largest in the world, will generate over 6,000 megawatts upon completion.